Speaking of school, it's back to school tomorrow for 33,000 students in the Cincinnati public school system.
Other districts are either back already or returning very soon. There's some uncertainty this year because of yet another change in Ohio's statewide standardized testing. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch tells us what's at stake for your school, its teachers, and your students.
Rachel Tapp is delivering books. That after joining her fellow teachers for a day before school starts meeting about new policies at Euler School in Lower Price Hill. Others sort supplies. While Tapp gets her 7th and 8th grade classroom ready, but there's a problem.
It's really frustrating now, I think, because as a teacher, we like to enter day one prepared.
The problem is there is yet another change in statewide standardized testing.
The standardized testing has become a part of every kid's life in this school.
In every public school, for that matter, school report cards are based largely on how students do on those tests. Low school ratings could ultimately cost teachers and principals their jobs. But the state of Ohio is not making it any easier.
So these are 3 different tests in 3 different years that look completely different. The format's different.
From statewide achievement tests to something called the PARCC test, and now this upcoming year to a different test provider called AIR. Critics say PARCC tested far too many hours and had a sometimes baffling format. This is part of the problem. This is the administrator's manual for giving some of the PARCC tests. This is what the teachers or administrators have to learn, not to take the test, but to give the test. This is 157 pages long of learning how to give the test, not how to do well on it. So Governor John Kasich and the legislature dropped out of the multi-state PARCC testing consortium, which meant money down the drain.
The PARCC testing that cost $26 million, the state has pulled the plug, so to speak, and said they aren't going to fund it.
In its place for English and math, tests from AIR, the American Institutes for Research. One good thing teachers like Rachel Tapp say, there will now be far fewer hours of standardized testing this upcoming year. Around 3 hours instead of the 10 or 11 with PARCC. Tapp says too much testing simply backfires and hurts learning.
When it happens like last year, where it's day after day after day of that constant disruption, it really gets to our kids, it gets to our school culture. It's just a stressful situation for everyone.
What teachers like Rachel Tapp are waiting for now is guidance from the state about the AIR exams. With so much at stake, a school's reputation, employee jobs, and of course student learning, getting that guidance is critical, step by step. Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News.
Students will only take 1 round of standardized testing this year. It was 2 rounds last year. As for the new tests, the Ohio Department of Education says a committee of teachers across the state will develop the questions. They'll be put together by December with practice exams made available as soon as possible.